suicide bombers riding motorcycles attacked 3 churches during Sunday mass congregations across Indonesia's second-largest city of Surabaya today, killing at least 11 people and wounding more than 40 others. Graphic. This story contains graphic video and images. The series of attacks were carried out by the Islamic State-inspired group Jemaah ad-Daulah (JAD), a spokesman for the country's intelligence agency said. At least 3 churches have been targeted in Surabaya, Indonesia's second-largest city, killing at least 11 people and injuring dozens more. Picture supplied. The first of the bombings occurred at the Santa Maria Roman Catholic Church around 7:30 am where 4 people were killed, including one of the bombers, before a second explosion was heard ringing out from a second location. The second blast was at the Christian Church of Diponegoro and the third at Surabaya's Panti Costa Church, police said. East Java Police spokesman Frans Barangmangerus said explosions took place in 3 churches and 35 people had been taken to hospital and warned that the death toll could still rise. Television images from the attack sites show debris scattered around the entrance of one church. Picture up. There is one location where we can't enter yet, Manjura told reporters near the scene of one of the bombings. Wawan Purwanto, communication director at the National Intelligence Agency, said that the attacks were likely to be linked to a deadly prison hostage incident at a jail near Jakarta involving Islamist militants last week. Asked who he thought were the brains behind the attacks, Purwanto said, still the old group, JAD, who has planned this for some time. Authorities were seen inspecting areas near to the blasts where flames had sparked. Picture up. They had planned to attack police targets on May 11th, but because the police were prepared, they picked alternative targets. He told Metro TV Indonesia is the world's largest Muslim majority country and has seen the recent resurgence in homegrown militancy. It is understood one of the attackers may have been disguised as a churchgoer. Heavily armed police were also seen cordoning off areas surrounding the churches. Picture up. An anonymous senior police official told the Associated Press that the bombings were carried out by at least 5 suicide bombers, including a veiled woman who had 2 children with her. A witness described the woman with children, saying she was carrying 2 bags at the Diponegoro church. At first officers blocked them in front of the churchyard, but the woman ignored them and forced her way inside. Suddenly, the bomb exploded, said a civilian guard named Antonius. A police presence was increased across Surabaya in the hours after the explosions as the death toll continued to rise. Picture up. Television images show debris scattered around the entrance of one church and police cordoning off areas as crowds gathered. A worshipper at the Santa Maria Church, named Endang, told local media she noticed the victims of the explosion immediately after the blast. I was sitting at the canteen in front of the church when I heard a loud explosion, she told Kompas TV. Authorities were also seen on streets in Jakarta following the blasts. Picture up. There were a lot of people at that time. I saw dead bodies and people injured. Television footage showed debris from the blast on the lawn of the church. Authorities were also investigating whether there was an explosion at a 4th church. A spokesperson for the Australian Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade told 9 News in a statement, the Australian Consulate General in Surabaya is in close contact with local authorities to establish whether any Australians have been affected by the church bombings. At this time, we are not aware of any Australians being affected. We continue to advise Australians to exercise a high degree of caution in Indonesia, due to the threat of terrorist attack. In the aftermath of the blasts, paramedics were seen attending to the wounded in the streets. Picture, up. Australian Prime Minister Malcolm Turnbull and Foreign Minister Julie Bishop also condemned the attack, labelling it as cowardly. "We stand in solidarity with the government of Indonesia against this barbaric attack on peaceful religious gatherings," she said in a statement. Australia also condemns the recent attacks at the Indonesian Police Mobile Brigade headquarters, in which 6 police officers lost their lives. "We offer our sincere condolences to the family and friends of those killed and injured. Our two nations share a common commitment to mutual respect and diversity, and we reject those who seek to spread division and hatred." The blast falls on the same day a knife-wielding assailant was shot dead in Paris, France, after killing 1 person and injuring 4 more in an Islamic State-linked terror attack. It also comes just days after police ended a riot and hostage situation at a detention center near Jakarta that left 5 dead and 5 more injured. Authorities in Indonesia have conducted a sustained crackdown on militants since the 2002 Al-Qaeda-affiliated Bali bombings that killed 202 people, including 88 Australians. There has been a resurgence of Islamist activity in recent years, some of it linked to the rise of Islamic State. The most serious incident was in January 2016 when 4 suicide bombers and gunmen attacked a shopping area in central Jakarta. Churches have also been targeted previously, including near-simultaneous attacks on churches there at Christmas in 2000 that killed about 20 people. Police ordered the temporary closure of all churches in Surabaya on Sunday, and a large food festival in the city was cancelled. With ARP and AP. Copyright 9 Digital Proprietary Limited 2018.